Hi, this is Renee from Fimby. As many of you know, we are living in a small cabin this winter, and we have crafty kids, and combining the two of those, finding space for crafting and where to put the craft supplies as well as space to do the crafting in a small living space is a bit of a challenge, but we've managed to make it work. And some of you have asked where we store our craft supplies, what that looks like, including Lego, so I thought I would just give you a tour. I'm just going to get out of the picture here to show you. We're in the kids' room, by the way, and this is one of our major craft supply areas, and including some school supplies. This shows you we've got bins. These bins have been great. In our old house, they were actually stacked in a closet. We had wire shelves in a closet, and they sat on there. And we've got our math blocks. This is our bin full of pencil crayons and markers. I guess I don't need to open them up like that. It's going to be a pain to close them all. We can just peek through the sides. Oh, this one we're going to have to open up. That's all painting related, so that's paints. This is also painting and stamp related. This is Celine's fabric bin specifically. She does a lot of fabric art things and sewing, so she has a special bin that's just hers. So I'll go over here. Just like Laurent has kind of an art bin that's his, and Brienne, who's really into paper, she has her own paper bin. So this is, sometimes those go under their beds. In this case, Celine's fits on here. This looks like Brienne's sewing bin, I think that is. Some marble works blocks. Down here we've got a wooden. This is just a bin of wooden craft supplies. This is a science bin. This is another science bin, and this is tools of Laurent's. So, I mean, everybody can use them, but that happens to be his tool bag. That's how we have them stored, right there. And under the beds, that is toy, as well as some crafting. I'll move Laurent's pants here. Like this here is Brienne's paper bin. She is a paper person, and it's full of her, I don't know, journals and scrapbooking supplies. And the Lego table happens to be organized today, so I'm just showing you how we store Lego. We found this coffee table on the side of the road years and years ago when we lived in New Jersey, which was a long time ago. And it was left on the side of the road. People didn't want it anymore. It was to go in the trash, I think, which is a shame. And we grabbed it off the side of the road. We bought these two big pieces of Lego board, or whatever it's called, and glued it on there, and it became where the kids do their Lego building. There's different, you can make these, I suppose, with different kinds of tables. The cool thing about this table is it has this ridge here, and so the pieces don't just fall off, which is kind of nice. That was just a really serendipitous find, because it was something that we found off the side of the road. And then down here is the Lego bins. So the Lego all fits in these, and our rule is it has to fit in bins that fit under the Lego table. So they have to figure out a way to make it work so that all the Lego stays in one spot. Most of the time this table does not look quite so tidy, and there's things overflowing, and you know, there might be creations on the floor, but this is how it looks when it's all tidied, that it can get organized and put together. In addition to the craft bins that are in the kids' room, there's also some craft supplies in our bedroom. So I'm going to show you how we store them. So up here in the top drawer we have these are all clay and sculpting related things. Our kids like to make things with clay, like Fimo type clay, and they each have their own bins, and anyways, that's what that is. Then we have beads and this kind of stuff, like flower petals, and what's down here, sea glass. Oh, can't really see that very well. Try to focus. Sea glass. This would be a nice jar just to leave out somewhere, but I had forgotten about it. And this is where we have embroidery floss, and there's some stickers, and this is a bin of just miscellaneous beading supplies. But this bin, I should say this drawer is mostly beads. This is where we keep a lot of paper related things. There's some canvases down here for painting, papers, stuff for making cards, mostly paper in there. This is glue, and what else do we have here? Scissors, extra office supplies. Oh, and you can never have enough glue, right? So, what do we have in here? Glue sticks, glitter glue, Mod Podge, tacky glue, Elmer's glue. A lot of glue. Okay, in here, it's very squeaky. This is 2 things of my clothes up there. My summer clothes, some sweaters, and winter tights. Pretty much that's the most of my wardrobe right there. And then the rest of the drawers are for sewing supplies. So this shelf here, this has scissors and pins and different things like that. You can see the thread. This has notions and miscellaneous like needles and things. And then there's like, I don't know if you can see it. I think the light's not very good. There's a bunch of fabrics shoved back there. Those ones are kind of unorganized right now. And there's buttons. And then here is where we have different types of fabric. And and yarn. This is for like felting. These are wools for felting. Back there we have the things that we stuff. The stuffing for things. And then that's all, these are all sewing related. We're into sewing here, so we have different fabrics. And what I like about the bags, is that they're easy to transport and they're easy to see, and they kind of keep it tidy. And these are the kind of bags that you buy sheets and mostly, I think I saved them from years of buying sheets and found them places. I like these kind of bags. And that's the majority of our craft supplies, and we'll go one more spot. The rest of our craft supplies are kept in this white hutch came with the chalet also, and we use it for school and crafting. So these are school books, craft office supplies, I guess you could say. These are, obviously scissors and markers, lots of pencils and pens. We have a big marker bin in the kids' room, but this is just easy accessible markers. And then down here, can't see very well, but those are standard white office papers. And this is kids' school related things. Oh, and these are my recipe binders right here. These are recipe binders. And that's pretty much it.